Welcome everyone, welcome to the Crypto Jobs channel. Happy to see you again. Maybe not happy because Bitcoin looks very bad. We will see it together. What I can say before we start, yes, this is not a financial advice, of course, as you know. Do your own research before investing and cautious on the market with leverage because risk of losing money is very present, especially with this huge volatile market. So yeah, be aware and be agree if you want to follow my setup, my trade. Be agree with everything before you decide to follow, and that's not financial advice. So let's go. First, I will review Bitcoin. I checked sometime this morning. Maybe I took. It takes me a lot of time to check all time frames to be sure about direction. No one can be sure, of course, but yeah. So just before we start, I will share the stream link. So I'm live on YouTube, on X, and on Binance Square for the guys, for the one we want to follow. So yeah, just up. Let's go quick like this. I post my link also for newcomers. Every content from my side is fully free to join. So yeah, you are free to join if you enjoy the content, or if you don't like, then you are free to leave. But I think most of you enjoying the view because it may be really helpful to find market direction with such high accuracy. So up, and yeah, I will wait maybe 4 minutes more before we start. Please comment and confirm if the live is working well on your side, if the sound, microphone, and if the stream quality is good. Just confirm before we move forward. Hop. And so I will explain the 2 days live. Up, like this. Perfect. Up, and the mic, yeah. So there is a bit delay, but so today I'm going to explain my Bitcoin outlook. I'm happy to see that, not because it's bearish, so I'm not happy that the market is bearish, but finally it may be good because if we have the bearish correction monthly I explained earlier, we could have the bull run this year. So if the bearish correction setup play well, the weekly time frame show that we could see a potential bounce around 70k before to see a new ATH, and that will be good because meaning that when you have a long-term scenario playing well, we can be fixed before the others regarding the next market direction. So let's start with Bitcoin. Of course, please comment if you have any counter trade ideas, and if you see any missing content or inappropriate data, let me know, and let's move forward. So Pepcoin, okay, I take your request for the next. So first of all, I will explain Bitcoin, then I will trade live like I did few days ago, maybe last stream. So I will pick $500 and trade 5x, short or long, depending of the side of the market, and likely TP each 2 or 3% to give you a short time frame for the live. Bitcoin. So before we start, I would like to review the few weeks ago monthly outlook because it's very important to have a long-term plan and to follow it strictly. And without market invalidation, wow, guys, this is crazy. So it's very important to be transparent, to see the good job, and to see why I'm often very accurate, because I have a long-term vision, and without invalidation, you just respect the time frame, respect the market, because you know the market noise can be very, very tricky. So check that, guys. Bitcoin outlook, it was, yeah, let's say, but I posted it more earlier. Let's say, yeah, you see, wow, that's crazy. I posted it around mid-December, if I remember. You see, technical structure still bearish, weekly neutral. We are still exactly at the same point. We are exactly at the same point right now. So that's why when you have a monthly time frame, you don't care about the daily market move. If you have the monthly direction, you will know that you have to take entries at K level, and that's it. You don't have to complexify your trading skill or everything. The higher time frame is often good. That's crazy. Wow. So that was the H4 outlook. Of course, this is not the same line exactly, because the pattern has moved right now, but you see up. And if we move on the H4, this is almost exactly, that's crazy. Guys, please, you can share my post on Bitcoin. I posted it on Square also, and I had even the same pattern. If you look at the 98 or 100k retest, then look at what happened. So I knew, like, with a lot of accuracy, that we would have seen such a big bearish move here, and it happened, meaning that I'm even more confident to say that with such bearish pressure, look at the size of this rejection. It's even stronger, it's even higher than the previous dump we saw here and even here. So it means that clearly the market direction is 90% sure that we are gonna break by the downside. And yeah, this is crazy to see. Everything I said a few weeks ago is playing perfectly. This is the same structures. Oh, this is absurd. How can I be such? Can I have such accuracy over time? That's insane. Of course, trading short term is really hard because of volatility, but this is crazy. So it was the 24 December, okay? The market was here, 24 December. Wow, that's crazy. We were at this point. You see what happened? This is absolutely insane. And if you look at my target, I think it's the same, because I restarted the outlook from 0, but I had the same. Yeah, you see, 72, 74. Yeah, this is, I think the case support number 1 will hold partially here to grab liquidity, but as we have the market direction on monthly time frames, the main target I have for Bitcoin is 71, 72, maybe 73, but it's more likely 71, 72. And let's see now why it will be a very important area. Simply because if you look at first of all, everyone is agree to see that we have a potential bearish continuation structure. So usually such a pattern lead to a 70% chance of bearish break. Plus, if you conjugate it with my Ichimoku skill, I can add minimum 10%. So I think 10% more, 80% chance of moving downward to me. And if you look at the monthly view first, please confirm, about the stream, if everything is good, guys. Please, confirmed. Oui, le joli accent français, yeah, exactly. Everything. We have, you see the weekly view. No, the monthly view. So if I delete, it looks very scary. And usually trust me, when you have such configuration, if the momentum is not holding, if we lose the Kijun, look at the gap we have here. That could be crazy red for the next months. And you know my lines, you know my setup. I prefer to be honest because people who are informed can avoid big losses, because if you trade the short, market, if you short the market, I mean, you can be on the train. But if you long while Bitcoin is about to nuke, at least be aware of this possibility, because we could see a large wave of liquidation we saw a few weeks ago. Just to show you, yeah, if I delete this. So first of all, the monthly, for me, we confirmed the breakout here. We retested exactly the monthly Kijun. If you look at the Ichimoku, yeah, here, look at this week. We retested almost exactly the monthly flat 10 can. So the momentum is about to flip bearish on the monthly time frame, which is absolutely crazy, because we could trigger, as I said, few weeks of bearish phase. And it doesn't mean that altcoin will underperform Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin nuke and if investors keep being in a mood of fear, if crypto is still seen as a very volatile and risky asset, then there is no reason for altcoin to keep moving upward, to move upward. Because in a bull market, usually where you have Bitcoin dominance dumping while altcoin dominance increasing. But if Bitcoin nuke with the altcoin dominance nuking, as I shown yesterday, it's more likely conduct to a crash on both. Let's say alt.d alt cap, no, market cap, no, it's total, yeah, total, my bad. So total market cap excluding Bitcoin, yeah, and you see it looks terrible because we are in a bearish accumulation phase here, as I shown. And I showed you, it's very important to see the correlation, because if you understand that if you have a bullish altcoin total market cap, while, for example, this is hypothesis, I just show you something not true, but if you have bullish altcoin market dominance while Bitcoin price dump, meaning that liquidity will flow into altcoin. But in that case, look, just 1 second. Yeah, you see my chart on altcoin market cap dominance. We have almost the same structures with a bearish flag. So I won't explain you all the time frame here, all the setup, because I review the Ichimoku monthly, weekly, and everything. But it looks like, to me, we can have something like this. Same bear flag, and the main target for dominance, yeah, we are about to lose a weekly very important level. So if we close the weekly under 1.17, 1.18 trillion on market dominance, then altcoin will suffer a lot. Maybe I add 1 trillion and I add to simplify, yeah, no, 900 billion could be the bottom, yeah, around that zone here in case of Bitcoin crash, and it could correspond to the 70k if Bitcoin nuke. So both are very correlated. So yeah, cautious with long position. Some coin could pump, but it could be manipulated, price manipulation. So be very cautious with your long investment. And you see also, if I goes back to Bitcoin, the weekly outlook, we have Kijun lagging span stuck under Kijun prices. Yeah, that was pin bar candle. If we have this, that will be terrible. Yeah, something like this with a monthly pin bar. That will be terrible if we close this monthly in red here. you see the rejection, the tail, the exact retest of the level I shared. So it means that the momentum, the bearish are about to erase the bull pressure, and we are likely gonna nuke. So the candle, the Japanese candlestick are a very powerful tool also to define the next, I can say long-term time frame, because long-term momentum, because on the short term it's very tricky. But if we have such a large tail and monthly close here on the monthly, that could be very red, very terrible. And yeah, you see up on the weekly bearish rejection. So my target is the SSB, because if the lagging span managed to retest the SSB with a nice bounce on the weekly candle close, then this could trigger a bullish retest of the SSB, because usually in Ichimoku, when you have such a retest of the lagging span, it could mean that the main trend, the main momentum could continue, and we are still bullish on the momentum is still bullish to me on the monthly. So if we have the lagging span able to close above 79, then okay, that could be for me a bull signal. But currently we are clearly bearish. Nothing is confirmed yet, because the price are still in the cloud, but the price structure means clearly that we are gonna break the support. And if you report the flag structure, just if we keep simple trading, let's say something like this here. If we report the previous dump up from the high of the flag from the 98, you have exactly the 71, 72k support 2 I shared. But strangely enough, usually when you have such a bearish flag, the metrics in trading, if you report, it gives you the exact target, and in most of cases it's accurate. So if we have the monthly break under 97, as I said, on the flag breakout, if you simply report the target, look at the magic happen, you have exactly the 61, 63 I gave you. So even when I report the metrics, it gave me exactly the support. We don't arrive here, we don't arrive at 69, no, exactly at the weekly level I gave you. You see why I have this level, because it corresponds exactly to the monthly lagging span top. So it was the previous monthly ATH from 2021, around that zone. And of course this support could not hold. That's just hypothesis, because I just give you the stronger level I see. But if the bearish pressure is too strong, and if there is a black swan event or something else like this, support could be a break depending of the bull pressure, and then Bitcoin price could nuke toward 50 or 48. But I don't speculate about a black swan event right now. I'm just showing you the best potential for the next move. And clearly to me, if we keep moving inside these structures, yeah, the next big levels are first 80, 79, and then 71, 72, maybe 69 to grab liquidities. But I expect to see at least a solid bull reaction around that zone. Okay, and currently for the short-term momentum, we are bearish on the H4, meaning that we can break support at any moment. But if you look at the daily view, we are still neutral. So on the daily, on the intraday, it's hard to say, are we gonna break right now or not? I can't say, because we can also easily retest upper level consolidate before to see the next dump. And it's always safer to have this setup in mind, because shorting support are very risky, especially if you trade the short-term time frames. So my bias, as you understand, bearish for the medium term, neutral on the short term, because if price hold here, then why not keep moving inside this flag? I don't know. I don't take entry on support. At least I could have shorted here. Why not? But it was too hard for me to say before if we are gonna nuke like that, or if we saw 103.5k. But now that we have this clean rejection, I have the direction in my mind, and it will be easier for me to trade on altcoin market, because if Bitcoin nuke, most of large cap will also continue to dump, unfortunately, if the dominance stay red. So that's it for my Bitcoin outlook. Comment if you have some point, some question. Do you think this is bad view? Do you think it's realistic? Or what do you think? Just comment, and we will be fixed maybe around the end of March, maybe within 1 or 2 months, maybe much sooner as we think, but the time frame have to be respected. So let's go. I will move on some altcoin now. I will trade live with you. 500, usually $500, 5 average, so meaning I target 3%, so $75 per TP, and usually I put 5% stop loss just to avoid a very volatile move. But my stop loss is not fixed, as I can manage to close as I want regarding the market move and the higher time frame confirmation and validation. So I'm not the guys who trade with short stop loss. I hate this, because so many times I got stopped while my IDs was good. So yeah, that's my strategy, and of course this is not financial advice once again. And please, even if you think it's mad, keep it in mind about Bitcoin, because most of time you are many to comment impossible, the market is bullish, but you see that the next month, the months after, I'm often right, because the guru frog is speaking. Joke, but I'm joking, but you can review my content. That's most of time the case. So, and that's why you are so numerous to trust my lines, because it's based on pure trading experience and nothing else. Fartcoin, wow, that's crazy. Fartcoin looks pretty bearish also. That's usually bad to see such a red candle. To me, it's neutral. Yeah, we have a clean range area, and Fartcoin is about to break if I just dezoom on the daily. So yeah, it's very clean that we have this range zone for me. So if Bitcoin dump toward this lower low here, 80, Fartcoin with easily 35%. That's crazy, the volatility I did not see. But yeah, Fartcoin is neutral currently, but it does not look like a bullish retest. The main we are very neutral. Yeah, the main time frame is very bearish. If you look at the monthly, there is no price direction. You can clearly see that if you look at the H4 view, the lagging span is moving from this low to this high. So for me, yeah, you have to monitor this range area on Fartcoin. Wow, Ichimoku is very helpful. You see the invalidation, the rejection, that's crazy. That's why without confirmation, you can be trapped very easily. So to me, yeah, we have something like this, and I think that we are gonna see for the third time this low, especially if Bitcoin nuke, but it's a very high volatility. The daily candle, very shit, low volatility, no buy pressure. You see on the daily we are stuck in a bear trend. So the dump could, wow, it looks like a bearish accumulation. Guys, when you are hanging on strong support like this, when you have such a bearish, sharp, bearish trend, it usually means that we are likely ending this one with a sharp dump, because it can be a bearish accumulation structure. Of course, we are on support, so it's hard to say to find the best entries. But this channel, if we break by the downside, we could see, yeah, easily a 15% dump. So cautious with this one. I won't take short entry right now on the live because the volatility is too low, the volume is too low, likely no volatility yet. But yeah, it looks very bearish, stuck under resistances. So there is nothing much to do yet. I prefer to trade the intraday with volatile coin to find a bull or bear entries. Let me check River. Oh, that's nice. I'm checking River. Okay, we have a bearish divergence, but we are still very bullish. Funding rates, wow, 2%. No, I don't enter in short on this one. 2%, meaning that if you have a 10k margin, you pay $200 in fees. That's huge, because 10k it's like it's like 1k 10x. You pay $200, so it's 20% of your capital. That's crazy. And with such high funding rates, it's if rival price keep pumping here, it will also keep increasing here to compensate the large rates. So when I have a large negative funding rates like this, and when the rival price when the price is much higher on spot, I usually benefit of the financement, the funding rates fees. So I play the long when it's negative, and I play the bulls when it's positive. And of course I check the spot price structures, because if I see that this chart looks bearish, and when you have negative funding rates, I will also play the short, because the rates could be inverse very fast. So that's a too risky asset to me. I think it's still bullish, but yeah, it looks risky. So right now, I will move on some long or short setup. I don't know. ACH. I don't know why ACH is. No, it's AXS. My bad. I don't know why this one is moving. It looks like a huge FOMO. We have crazy. We are at very strong resistance. Okay. Yeah, I think we hit a top resistance here on AXS. So I think that the price could correct, but the momentum is still very strong on the short term, so I will be cautious. So usually such a resistance is too short, is created too short on my chart, because with Ichimoku on the weekly, you don't often break a weekly level at the first touch. You often have a sharp retracement, consolidation before to break above. You have the SSA also at 2.8. Yeah, this. But if the chart is showing reversal sign, I will start to short. RSE also overbuy. The trend is very strong. No, the trend is too strong right now. the momentum is too strong. There is no weakness in every time frame, so shorting a strong time frames, stronger momentum. Yeah, you see this channel. So my take for AXS will be likely to short the 2.8 upper resistance I show, or at least if there is H4 reversal. But even if there is bearish divergence over RSI, the short-term momentum is too strong, so shorting at the opposite of the trend may be very risky. Maybe I will take a long. Yeah, I think we are gonna continue to move inside this channel here. Up maybe 2.75, 2.8, as I said, as top. And if I check, oh, there is negative rate also. So how much is 3% here? Okay, 3% is nothing, so I don't think AXS is gonna nuke right now. Yeah, this is too bullish at the moment. There is no main resistance here also daily. Weekly level are higher. So yes, okay, I will take my chance. 500 following the momentum, up, open long. Okay, so cautious if you follow a huge volatility asset. Up, I'm taking the risk here, and stop loss. Yeah, stop loss will be under this level. So up 3% target, 76 dollar gain, and 25 stop loss. Okay, so if stop loss is hit, then it will invalidate this scenario. I will move to a next one, but usually, yeah, I have above 80% chance success. So even if you have larger risk reward, like with this method, for me it's still profitable. So, and also depending of the price action, I can also close earlier, of course, depending of the volatility. But the stop loss to me is just to invalidate the setup, and that's it. So let's see how it plays. I just put it 3%, but honestly the pump potential is like 8 or 9%. So meaning that I will just grab small pump out of huge potential. So technically you could put this one with 6% stop loss and 10% targets, maybe even more. But I prefer to reduce because I know the market manipulation and volatility. I could have waited for lower entries, but I'm impatient when I'm in live because I want you to trade live. So of course you are free to, it's not financial advice, but you are free to adjust your trade regarding your own chart. And you see we have also, yeah, 15 minutes looks ready for more. H1 still looking good. H4 strong uptrend, clean uptrend. Daily bullish katana, and weekly, yeah, I think 2.8. And if we break the 2.8, then the FOMO could be very, very huge. You saw the monthly candle here. Of course it can be a price manipulation. If we don't close the monthly above 2.2, we could have a sharp rejection, as we saw many times. So do you know, guys, why AXS is pumping like this? Maybe there is a bull news that I missed, but technically on the monthly the target is at 4.5, 4.6. As you see, really oversold area, overextend area. We are just correcting FOMO correction, maybe FOMO bull correction. The main target on the monthly is clearly the 4.5, yeah, the middle of this. I show you. And what's work in bull side works also in bear side. If you understand the Ichimoku indicators, you see the 50% fib monthly here. So trading the trend at the trend on the trend side, it's much easier than counter trading. Of course, I can counter trade coin and counter trade some asset, but you have to be sure that it's the right momentum, right timing. Wow, you see, that's crazy. I missed this one because I did not see that trend retest. Wow, that's crazy. People who said that trend line is not working, you are just learn how to do trading, because you can do trading only with trend line if you are good to draw it. Look at the convergence of the line. You see, I first of all draw this line, this one, I adjust, because of course I can do it like this. Yeah, but if you look at this bull reaction, you can clearly see that it converges up here almost, and also that one, yeah, you see here, exactly, boom, you have the same, and this level corresponds also to the top, to the previous top, and almost, let's say, yeah, that week here. That's crazy. Pump it, boss. Let's go. So yeah, I can't tell you because I can't provide you signal. I don't have trading license. You can follow my trade, of course, but you have to do it with your own mindset, your own at your own, if I can say. And I'm not responsible of your losses. That's it. So if you are confident on my line, if you trust me, then you are free to trade it. And of course, don't invest all your capital. Risk of losses can be huge, especially with such volatile assets. So for me, $500 is not much, but for you it can be all your life savings. So don't really, if you do, at least divide your bag and be aware of risk of losing and apply strong risk management. That's it. And yeah, that's how it should do if you plan to trade. So do you guys have any coin in mind? I will check highest volume, maybe asset, AXS, XRP, River, Naoris. What is this coin? I don't know. Dodge, XMR. Oh, XMR. I saw that someone has been hacked 200 million and the guys moved asset into XMR. Oh, maybe it's a good bottom here on. Nice. Oh, guys, we have maybe a. Oh, XMR looks pretty cool here. Pretty bullish retest on XMR. Nice. This dip is forbidding to me. We have 40% correction. Oh, maybe we have a nice retest on XMR, because I know this kind of retests and how price could move fast, because the momentum remains still bullish on the higher time frame. It may be a weekly retest. Oh, that's crazy, guys. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, we have the weekly retest we deserved on XMR, and if this retest is clean, then I can tell you that we could move much higher, because it's the historical exactly. You see the lagging span here? That's crazy. And usually when you have such a clean sharp retest, if we confirm the long-term momentum shifting, price could explode. That could be a catalyst for bullers, this demand zone. Yeah, so XMR may be a very nice long play here. It's not because it's red. You see, it's not because it's fully red on the daily that you have to follow the trend. Yeah, I also have a bull alert on the H4. Maybe we have a bullish, bullish diver. Oh, nice. I will be XMR, yeah. Guys, I will be XMR because the bottom is in. Let's go. I don't care about the current price. Yeah, let's go like this, because 3% is nothing. I will keep. Okay, I don't adjust because we are in live, but usually I don't FOMO like that. I just check the 5-minute entries, but it's to win time for the live here. So I will give you my best usual entry, but yeah, that's crazy. For the stop loss, yeah, 4%, 5%, under 475. Okay. Yeah, so 30% should be safe. Why I'm very confident? Because this is a monthly low, monthly retest. We are down 40%. We have a bullish divergence, and XMR has been the last FOMO asset, and I'm almost pretty sure that Buyer will enter in again. You see, maybe this is the bull channel here. We have bullish divergence on the H1. We have a double bottom on the 15 minute, very clean. Reversal structures. That's the bottom. That's it. You don't need to overcomplicate your trading. I will only take 3% because that's my strategy currently. Once I will take maybe 10-15 trades in a row in green, then I will move on a long-term play, medium-term play with the earning. But I need to rebuild the capital with this amount. That's crazy to see. XMR. You have a double bottom here, monthly low. I will give you the possible target. We have a kind of reversal structure. Usually, yeah, this is usually a reversal channel. So once the breakout will happen, and it could happen pretty soon, we are likely gonna see, yeah, maybe maximum 565, which also correspond to the exact top of the channel. You see the convergence. So following the channel, we are maybe at the bottom of the channel. We have monthly level, short-term bull divergence, and you see the channel. So this is a good for I don't know if it's a swing because of the time frame. Yeah, you see. So for me, XMR is gonna retest that level, and then depending of the observation of the price reaction on this level, then if we are seeing a solid rejection here, or if we are facing a breakout later on, then I will decide to trade step by steps. But what I can say, just looking at the monthly time frame, daily time frame, is that we are I'm almost pretty sure that we are at a monthly low, and at least if I lose this trade, I will lose 5%. That's not big, and I will do like what I will do is I will play the next support, because if we fail to hold on support here, we have the 420, 440 as next case support. So that's why stop loss is important, because it's not because I'm pretty sure about something that it will happen with 100%. So at least I protect my capital with a stop loss. So you see the 0.7A6 fib. I often say, if you review my stream, I often call this fib level to be the latest support for a bull reversal, and at the opposite, middle of 10 June also act at the same. And if you look at the daily trend, we are still above the trend, so meaning that bull momentum weekly, to me, can remain valid if we first of all not close the weekly under 515, but first of all, yeah, the weekly uptrend remain intact at the moment. So that's it for XMR. Maybe I entered too soon because of the short time frame, So I FOMO a bit because we are in live, and I don't stay all the day with you. But that's my trade. I just enter on market orders, but of course I should have waited maybe to enter here around 419, sorry. So my take, as I'm almost pretty sure I FOMO enter the market price, okay guys, because I want to move on other assets with you. But my take remains the same even if we dump and move sideways here. I don't care, I just hold and we will see, and that's it for me. So what do you think about XMR? It looks very clean to me, and of course in case of rejection, protect your capital with a stop loss. Even if we break the momentum on the H4, yeah, it's almost pretty sure that we are gonna retest at least the $540, $550 resistance, because the market is moving by wave, and to dump lower you must most of time retest previous support as resistance. So at least even if the price is gonna dump more, I'm confident on this trade. Okay, and up, maybe I can draw this trend line also, I don't know. This is the same one, you see, and this. So let's just hope that the market is gonna move during the live. Can take few hours more, I don't care. So up. Which one do you have? Go for chart request now if you want. Do you have something to trade? And let's see if XMR is gonna move during the live. Maybe yes, maybe not. Yeah, do you have some live request? XMR, I see. Up, guys. Isolated. I prefer to do a cross margin, because even if I put a stop loss, there is no difference. But cross margin is better, especially if you do DCA. But both are the same. If you don't hold a coin for a long term, and if your leverage is low, you don't need to know to take cross or isolated. That's for me the same. Yeah. When moon, all good. Bitcoin below 70k guaranteed. Not guaranteed, but there is a high probability for me to see Bitcoin dumping at least around 72, 73. Yeah. And yeah, if you have other requests, just let me know. AXS, yeah. I think AXS stop could be AXS. If I just review AXS, yeah, the top for me will be 2.8, 2.85. So currently we are still pretty bullish. So I think that this support is gonna hold. We are gonna see the final pump and then dump. So I just enter because the momentum is bullish at the moment. Maybe it's a FOMO, I don't know. But there is more chance for me to see a pump higher. Except if Bitcoin nuke, so the trade will be loose. But as it's tiny part of portfolio, that's not a problem, because if I earn 8 times out of 10, then I know that I will compensate. But the goal is to win, of course. So wait, I'm waiting for your chat request. Up. Before moving to any other chart. ETH. Wow, crazy. You see, even the bulls aren't able to break properly the triangle pattern. So yeah, so meaning that for Ethereum I had two scenario in mind. So that was this one at the breakout of these structures. Unfortunately, yeah, when the bulls are pretty weak, you have the trap, the reintegration of the structures, and now it's almost more evident that Ethereum is gonna dump toward 2.2, 100k, 2,100k. So yeah, you see the weekly candle, but the fact is that Ethereum is different because we have a weekly support at 2.75k. So it's very hard to say about short-term direction on Ethereum because everything can happen. So I won't speculate on Ethereum as long as this level hold, because it can be a solid bottom before to see a reversal. So for Ethereum it's very tricky. If we see a weekly candle break under this level, then the market direction will be very clear. We are gonna dump toward 2.2, 2.1, but currently the bias is pretty neutral on the maybe it's bearish now on the daily, but it's still weekly neutral with big support. So I remain bearish on Ethereum on the same path as Binance, as Bitcoin, but it can be more tricky because support can hold because it's stronger support as Bitcoin. So hard to say yet. So if you trade the medium-term market outlook, it may be very boring for the long because not so many coins are moving. Most of coins are following the Bitcoin structure. So you have to be very skilled if you want to find some swing play on the long side. FTHE, that's crazy. The rejection is strong, is sharp. It can be a price manipulation. You see the rejection, retest of the 50% fib. Now, yeah, it's crazy. So volatile. That's pure garbage for me to enter around that zone on FHE token, sorry. We are at the middle of a big volatility move. Still bearish on the lower time frames. Yeah, it pumped still 300%, so no, that's not a coin to be traded to me. So I skip. I will try to find something good. ZEC maybe. What about ZEC? Oh, 360. What the fuck? ZEC is still moving in the red zone. You see, that was my previous trade IDs. So that's crazy. ZEC is done. We are done 25% from the previous live I shared. Crazy, guys. Enjoy if you take it. So my initial ID on ZEC was to hit the 300 to 90.5k, 295. So we are still clearly bearish. We have a bearish break on ZEC, so short-term pump doesn't matter. We have a weekly candle break. For ZEC, if weekly candle isn't able to move above, let's say 395, then almost for sure the trend continuation will happen. So yeah, for ZEC it does not look so good. We can have why not for ZEC bearish channel like that, maybe kind of bearish channel, why not? So I expect to see ZEC dumping 396, 95 as weekly retest. and if we break above, let's say to be safe, 400, then the setup will be invalidate. But it's clearly a bearish retest currently for ZEC. So you see, we are still very, very bearish, and this was the target I had in mind a few weeks ago. So, oh, why not? I'm trying to find some structure. Maybe it's, oh, is it a descending triangle? Something like this, maybe? And ZEC, if it happens, ZEC could be back at the level it pumped. And it's crazy because people won't believe it, but ZEC started from $40. Even if it dump here, it will still be 2.5x higher. So it looks like a descending structure over the long term, you see. So for ZEC, the momentum and the hype is over. I see also that the team left the project, so yeah, I warned you about ZEC around 600, about the top reversal. I warned you. People won't believe me, don't believe me because the dump potential was too high, but the fact is that we are done almost, yeah, more than 50%. So imagine if you FOMO at the top, that was crazy. 50% down, and it could be another 50% if you still believe in that. You see ZEC is now clearly bearish on the daily. So if we are seeing a proper retest of the Tenkan here, the momentum could easily continue to dump. Yeah, especially as long as we are under this long-term trend, then up. And I will maybe if we report the metrics up. Wow, that's crazy. You see, report the side of the dump, another side. Yeah, imagine 150 could be the K bottom for ZEC, but of course this is only long-term speculation. Short term, I think 310, 300 may be a solid bottom. Okay, guys. Whoa. Do you have some coin IDs to be traded? Oh, excess dumping a bit. Shit. Because I FOMO entry. I FOMO. Maybe I will cut. That's not a problem. Okay. It's still. Maybe I caught the top. Not sure. So I should have waited up to booked at the bottom maybe, but I'm still, yeah, let's see. That's not a problem to fail. Aya USDT will follow me back. Aya, yeah. Aya looks up. If I delete all my tool, you see the, oh, that was the long-term range accumulation kind of range, yeah. Breakout, double bottom holding. I don't know if the project is still viable, but yeah, we have not confirmed any breakout. We are still stuck under large volatile zone. Honestly, if this support hold, it can be a double bottom, but the structures does not look so good. Up. You can have something like this on Aya if we play clearly safer. For me, I draw this structure because I already charted Aya yesterday, so I know what I'm talking about. And to me, yeah, it's very risky to enter with such a structures. We are bearish on the H4, volatility is extreme. The rejection are also extreme. So short-term price action can be full garbage on both sides. So not any serious trader will trade this one right now. But I think we can have a large, solid demand zone corresponding to the retest of this breakout you see here of the lagging span. Yeah, also, this top maybe to 0.17. And if you look at the structures I showed you, it can be a kind of up. Maybe kind of flag or falling wedge, as you can, maybe something like this, or a wedge. But I expect to see, at least if we don't pump here, we can see a liquidity grab to revisit. So that could be a very nice demand zone for a buy position to me. 0 point, let's put alert at 0.19, then I will be fixed. Okay, hop. So Aya is for me a non-tradable asset yet. Volatility is too big. We are under resistances. We are on support, but support is weak. I clearly prefer to wait for lower entry to grab a bullish move rather than trading this one, because we can move on both sides without certitude, almost, at least without solid setup. XMR, at least I wish to win on XMR. Monero, this is clearly bullish. It will be very easy. XMR, maybe I can increase the amount, because but I can't close this one. XMR, how many funds left? 0. I should have put 1k on XMR. Setup looks more or less risky, much safer than AXS. So sometime also I posted my trade market order because I'm live here, and I do a private trading session, much more, if I can say, with much more detailed data. So if you want to follow, you can go on my bio, and all my content is free, so you can join my private stream session, private channel, and to follow more data, to track more data. I answer also your question. But of course, in this case, I'm more confident to trade on XMR. The risk is much lower than AXS. So what I should have done here is to increase maybe XMR and reduce the risk on AXS. But that's it. I made the decision. So now I can't close with losses. So I'm waiting for my my target to be touched, or my stop loss to be touched. So of course, guys, when you are doing trading, don't complicate things. If you trade something, if you don't have enough balance, don't change, because when you close your position, you pay fees. When you close in red, you don't finalize your plan. So you cut a trade that you decide to do. You cut in losses. But what if the trade goes good? So it doesn't make sense, But I made the decision. Now I accept. So I'm waiting. And if AXS move quickly here, maybe I will increase amount on XMR or chase another trade. So I will see. Do you have any chat request? Are you stuck in any bad position? Maybe and LUNC, but I don't like this shitcoin, But it's okay, I can check it, because all asset. Oh, what the fuck, guys? Did I really charted this one? No way. Oh my god. This is a chart I surely posted on X on Binance Square. This was a technical analysis. I will. Wow, that's crazy to see, because insane. It's crazy to see, because most of time I chart some coin, but if I don't review them and if you don't ask about it, then I just pause the analysis. If I don't trade on it, then I review the chart few months after, few weeks after, and most of time the accuracy is absolutely insane. Wow. And this is why you are so many to enjoy the content, because I'm transparent. I show you what the chart reflects and not what you want to see, because if you hope, you are a loser. If you draw the chart properly, you are a winner, and that's it, because the chart reflects the news and not the opposite. The news reflects the psychologies of masses, and the chart reflects the masses news, the masses psychology also. So that's crazy, and people cannot trade only based on news, because insiders are manipulated the market so many times. And if you only trade the charts, even if insiders are manipulating the coin, the market, even if so, then you can detect it, because you read the chart. So you read also the insiders effect. You see, this is absolutely insane. Wow, December, wow. And of course, I was wrong about short-term views on LUNC. For now, breakout does not looks fake. This is crazy. No way. Yeah. So this was. This is crazy. I remember I was wrong about the short-term price action, but I corrected the chart. So even if I took one bad position, then we could have earned much more if I traded this one. This is crazy. 30% bearish setup possible. This is the same line, guys. It was 11 December. I'm not lying. It's here. You can see. 11 December, and it's important to show you why I took this one, why I was so confident, and why I did not trade it. I'm stupid, but that's it. Sometimes I have a 40% chart in my hand, but I don't trade it. That's crazy. It's crazy. This is the same chart. This was 30-minute view. Okay, but here. So the price was at 0.0, let's say 60. Whoa, insane. And you see the arrow, you see the level I shared. Look, the accuracy. Look at the accuracy. Almost here. That was almost the same level. So this setup was insane. Congratulations. If you followed, please, if you take this one, share the chart, share the analysis, because this is epic, and this is very important to review and to notify when we do good job. 40%, 30% dump validated. That's crazy. Now let's move to the current price action on LUNC, because someone asked for chart request. Clearly we are bearish on the daily. Weekly view looks also terrible, honestly. Wow. We are not aware to see a sharp dump once again, and it's not because the token made a 40% dump that it cannot dump another 40%. What if the price is now at 0.040? Why won't it be at 0.030? It's all about offer and demand. It's all about the order book. So everything is possible in trading. And most of people, I know, they are investing in the long term on many assets that dumped 90%, but even a coin who dump 90% can also dump another 90%. So if there is no pressure, why would you invest in something like this? So currently LUNC looks like very bearish on the daily H4, but we can be at a range area here. So without breakout under, I will tell you, under it's lagging, without bearish daily candle break under 0.037, then the support can hold. But honestly, it looks like bearish breakout could happen. And well, yes, I think, yeah, you see this open drive here. Oh, let me check something. If we report the size of the range, do we have the same target? Yeah, you see, if we report the size of the range, we have exactly the lowest K demand zone we have. So for me, we are gonna break by the downside this range. We have a dump potential of this up, and yeah, the next K level to watch is this open drive candle, because this is a very important factor here. You see the previous big candle breakout. Just take the open of this daily close and you will have the strongest level you will have on the market, and it works on most of time frames above H4. Clearly, yeah, LUNC does not look bad. I don't know about the news, but the chart looks pretty red. I don't know when it will break out because we are on support, but we can see, yeah, we can see something like this, maybe rejection on the trend line again. So what you have to do is to monitor this line, this trend line, range high of course, but if we break the trend, then you will know that the bearish momentum could be erased, if I can say like this. We have the mid-range area here. You see, so mid-range is surely the 50% fib, yeah, from this high to this low. Usually K level to watch. It's basic things in trading, of course. And yeah, to me, LUNC is going to break downward at some point. And you have the 50% fib daily here, which could be a very nice sell entry if you are patient. Can be something like this. You see, maybe, yeah, we have something like this. We can break this bearish structure here, or we can retest the 50% fib here in case of bull reaction of Bitcoin, and we can, but the finality is that we have, yeah, 15% dump potential here, and I'm talking with if I can say 80% confidence for this setup, yeah, because when I see the structures, there is nothing to do with. LUNC is only working by hype, the product. The founder is in jail, if I remember. So yeah, and of course you look at the weekly view. This is very visible. If you look at the weekly structures, just look at this price manipulation. We pumped 200%. We had a large tail 2 times on the weekly, and 2 times we also, yeah, we closed under 2 times under the previous weekly support. So we have not even confirmed a long-term reversal, and we, for me, maybe we confirmed another bearish break of this level. I don't know what is the market cap of LUNC, as it's only dumping since many weeks. But let me check. It's very important. Lunaterra market cap. What is this? Market cap. Current market cap. Volume, market cap. Yeah. Imagine that you have in this shitcoin, for example, 175 million, and you have some altcoin which are very good with a very nice team, with a very good product and huge potential, not even rank, not even rate at 5 million market cap. So why would such a shitcoin without utility, without founder living to make the product growing, why will these things not dump more? I don't understand. So it's very possible to see LWNC dump another 50%. You should keep it in mind. I don't know if they have a working product, if they have, if I can say, if they generate revenue, but surely not with such a chart. But from what I know, it's all about speculation about the previous Terra Luna hack, if I can say. And maybe, yeah, so I'm almost pretty sure that even if, except if Bitcoin pump, but Bitcoin does not look good, that at some point the price is gonna reach, yeah, this lowest zone. Very, very possible. Especially as long as we remain stuck under this red weekly zone. So that's it for Terra Luna. I see my trade are going bad. So XMR, okay, my bad, but no invalidation. So maybe I was wrong on XMR. So Bitcoin is maybe doing something right now. Let's see. I should have played maybe the short side because if Bitcoin dumps, then it will invalidate all my long positions. So that's why I don't take much risk today with the amount. But yeah, this is a very hard time for trading because if Bitcoin dump, we will see a large wave of liquidation. So that's why if you are taking long position, guys, keep stop loss in position, because if there is a huge market liquidation wave, trust me, you could save a lot of funds. And if I lose only to trade 2 days, I can win much more in the future. That's not a problem. Luckily, sadly, this is a bad tail right now, but XMR, let me check. Maybe I entered too soon on XMR. I expect to see at some point, a retest of this level, so I'm holding right now. Tell me, maybe I was wrong on XMR, but I should not base my trade on the short-term price action, because I had a plan. I think this could be possible, but if we break by the downside, then that could be terrible. So that's why I keep my stop loss. Do you have other trade in mind, other coin? Gold, XAUD. I can check gold. I will review gold, but I will post my chart analysis on gold, guys. And Bitcoin is about to nuke, so maybe I took too much risk on the short term because of Bitcoin. But AXS is holding nicely currently, so even if Bitcoin dump, that one can move on my side. So I'm holding without invalidation, and that could be the top. What else, guys? Lucia, WK, Ethereum. I checked Ethereum. Maybe Sand and Near. Oh, Sand, long term one. Old Sand. Oh, isn't it metaverse coin? Oh, the chart structure does not look good, does not look bad. But yeah, just look at the weekly view. We are clearly stuck under weekly resistances. So for the long-term investor, there is a red flag currently. Under this zone, for long-term investor, this is clearly a red flag. But if you look at the short term, that's very interesting to see a potential, wall bottom creating. Maybe we could retest. I will dive into the lower time frame, of course. Oh, that was a triangle. You see the breakout of this support. When you break a weekly level, then that's terrible, because if you don't have... Wow, my god. Oh, this accuracy is unbelievable, guys. You see, I just reported the metrics from the upper point of this trend under the trend breakout. Look at this trend accuracy. It's insane. The low corresponds exactly, the tail we created correspond exactly to the bottom here. That's crazy. So we grab the liquidities at this level. That's crazy. So you see exactly what I said. It's not because we dumped 90% from an asset that we cannot dump another 90%. You see, 90% done here. That's crazy. So let's move on the lower time frame on Sand USDT. That's crazy, because we are very neutral. Yeah, we are very neutral technically, so it's very complicated. It's a very hard time for trading because many assets looks very neutral. We don't know if they are gonna break or if they are gonna continue to dump, because support are holding for now, but Bitcoin is showing clear sign of bearish breakout and it's losing bull momentum. So I think altcoin could remain resilient, but if Bitcoin nuke, we could visit again the lowest support. So Sand looks not so bad. Currently it's consolidating. It's usually a bullish sign to me. As you can see, we broke above this clean range structures. Okay, we have the clean breakout and retest we deserved here, breakout, retest. So if technically, if this green zone here, this is very clean on my chart, as we are very neutral and stuck on the daily view, I will rather wait for this green zone act as demand zone. So meaning that the best for me is to wait for this zone to set bull orders. Of course, this is not financial advice, but technically it's not bearish, it's a bullish retest, and I'm surprised to see it being as resilient as this here, because it means that we could see another wave if we hold, and it could be the case, because look at Bitcoin, it's fully red while Bitcoin made its dump. It's very easy to see. You look at Bitcoin, for example, you see that you are agree to see that this is the same chart. You see, this is the Bitcoin H4 view. You see, it dumped 7%, which is very big. $100 million of liquidities outflowing from Bitcoin, and at the meantime, you have AXS confirmed and who made its bullish retest, and in the meantime, Sandbox token made a 13% pump while Bitcoin nuked 7% plus. So what does it mean? It means that for me, this is clean, that this retest is valid, that the bull bottom is here, the bottom is here, the reversal is in, because people who are selling Bitcoin are flowing their money, are moving liquidities into Sand, likely, because usually if Bitcoin dump, usually altcoins are following. But this is a clean chart appetence chart showing demand zone and interest for sand at this price action. So to me, yeah, while Bitcoin dumping hard, sand remain very resilient, confirming its own bull retest. So this is typically a chart I would love to trade on spot, maybe for a swing, or maybe a low average with a stop loss. Maybe stop loss, yeah, under the SSA here, but I can let the profit run. So this is typically a 50% swing play I love to trade if you are patient. So this chart could play within a month, but if you are patient and if you are not gambling to chase adrenaline, sorry for my bad English, then this is typically a good chart for a swing play. As you can see, trend retest, range retest, breakout, we confirm the retest, boom, and we have 40%. We have the previous gap. It's very easy. We have the previous gap to be reclaimed by the bulls. So what can it mean? It can mean that the project keep developing well, project being profitable, generating revenues, attracting new users, while the token price is has sink so much that there is a decorrelation, there is a disproportion between the production of the product, product revenues, and compared to the price action. So it means that the token price is really, really over value compared to what it should be. And I know Sandbox for a while because it was a top leader of the previous GameFi. Yeah, I think it's GameFi. Yeah, and DeFi Sandbox. It's yeah, I forgot the name. Just up. Yeah, GameFi, c'est ça. GameFi, yeah. GameFi field. So it used to be a leader in this sector, and I'm pretty sure if I dive into the fundamentals, yeah, and I will do, because this is a kind of asset I like to trade and to invest in when you have a huge potential like this. Good bottom, yeah. You see, I will just mark Sandbox long term up, and then before making my decision to invest in the long term, so meaning on spot without leveraging, and for the long term it's few years for me, it's not 1 month, because when I sell long term, maybe I can take a swing play for a few months, but it can be long term, few years. And imagine you catch a price here, and what if we saw a bull run, and if the price can move, you see, wow, you see Sandbox used to be at $8, meaning that 700x. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. And this is how you make money when you have long-term vision and when you are patient. When the chart gives you the K metrics for good entrance, and yeah, that's cool. And you can put a stop loss under this lower low, 20%. It can save you in case of a black swan event, and you can keep liquidity to invest in the futures. It can save you a lot of money, putting a stop loss, I mean. And yeah, that's typically a kind of good setup. And now I will adjust the up. Maybe if I just zoom, structure does not look so bad. Short term, of course, we can see a rejection because we are under resistances, but in my opinion there is a huge probability to see, and it is likely a bullish accumulation phase. So maybe there is something like this that could play well. And of course the market can be easily manipulated, so each dump for me will be a chance to jump in. Up, you see prices are moving upward again. And yeah, 0 point. So I will keep this one for my spot challenge group. And this is how I manage to be profitable over the long-term play. Even if I can chase adrenaline and lose some short-term trade, then what if you have 90% investing in spot? Even if I lose 10% in futures, I don't care, because my spot investment are cover much more than my short-term trade. So even if I lose, but it's not the case, of course. Over time, I try to be the most efficient possible and most serious possible, because trading should be a full-time job if you are serious. And also, investment is not a full-time job, but trading is a full-time job. It is a full-time job to me, and it differs a lot from investment. So that's why you should keep it in mind. And of course, my spot challenge group is open. We made already 3% gain. We touched 2 TP, but we closed one asset in tight losses because of the market. But we are still in profit, so that's good. So yeah, that's my take on sand, and I will set alert 2.8. That's it. So what do you think about this one? That's a very nice one, and if you are patient, yeah, I'm sure this can play well. Yeah, you see, up, because if you color it, you have the range retest. Up. So I will, and all chart looks different, as you can see. That's why you need to find the good indicators and to be very serious on what you chart, because I know so many traders are starting to trade and thinking that, oh, Bitcoin is red, so I will short the market. Do so, but if you take a coin which is very bullish, and some coins are very bullish against Bitcoin, then you are 100% sure of losing. So, oh, nice. XMR is pumping again. Nice. I think it will end well at some point. Just posting these guys, 50% or 40%. And that's cool to show you how I'm making my analysis, because behind each analysis I post, of course, there is maybe 5, 10, 30 minutes of work. So this is also a valuable job, because the knowledge I acquired, I can say without presumption that 90% of people don't have the same market insight that I have. And this is why you are so numerous to follow, and I want to teach you some tools, of course. This is my job. And of course you can use many other indicators, tons of other tools that can help you for your trading. There is infinite strategies, but the fact is that about AI, many asked about AI. I think if you are serious reading the chart, AI won't beat you, because also AI trading bot, because the more trading bots there will be, the more same setup you will also have. So it means that less and less people will be profitable with the AI bot raise. So that's why, even if I keep producing pure trading TA content with high accuracy, I could see any opportunities on my line, so, and anticipate everything. So that's why I don't care about people talking about AI will replace traders. Maybe, but if you are serious, I don't think so. So yeah, you see, maybe before the end of the stream, maybe we are gonna end the trading green. And you see, this is very important why I don't panic, because I know many of you are following because you trust me blindly. Why not? But you should not, because trusting someone blindly making you taking bad decision. So how many of you follow the trade? Comment please, and how many of you bet more than they can afford to lose? I'm pretty sure you are so many, And if you bet more than what you are afford to lose, you can see one big dump, you will panic and close, and after that the price can move on your side. So investing more than you can afford to lose, or high amount or high leverage, could destroy your plan, could invalidate and destroy your own trading plan. So respect the market timing. Everything is going good. If you lose, you don't care, because you are the decider. You decide, and you beat the market, not the opposite. You are the winner. You are not the loser. So yeah, trust your plan. If you cut your plan, you are the loser. If you respect your plan, you are a winner. That's it. And your plan, you have to work on it to enhance the quality of your plan, of your trading skills, of your trading plan. If you don't involve, if you don't raise your personality, if you don't raise your emotion, if you don't improve your skills, you won't be profitable over time. You have to learn about why did I made this mistake, why did I lose, why did I win also, and you will understand. You see, Bitcoin short term, as I expected, we are correcting, so that's good for the trading plan I gave you, because yeah, when you have such a dump on Bitcoin, often you have a bull correction. You have now a lower low, higher low. Yeah, maybe Bitcoin is going to test upper resistance now. Yeah, I think Bitcoin, you see the SSA here, this could be the next K previous support turning as resistance. So Bitcoin potentially could correct toward this level right now. Yeah, and if we see a bear rejection here, then cautious, because we could see the dump we are waiting for. Yeah, so that can be the play for Bitcoin. If it play like this, Monero is gonna hit my target, so that's cool. Guys, I think I will end the stream. Comment your alt chart request, please, near and send. I did. Yeah, thanks. I will also link I will also chart Chainlink. Sorry. Other chart you said, comment. I will check. And yeah, if you have any question, you can ask in private DM. Of course, I can answer. You can comment, share the link of my groups. So everything is free to join. You see the Linktree access here. And I'm here to help you if you are stuck in any asset. Of course, this is not financial advice. When I say help you, I just give you my opinion about any chart. Then you can decide on your own if you are stuck to close or to not close. I don't know, depending of the market side. And yeah, that's it for today. I will work on many chat requests. Maybe it's 15 here, around 16, 17. Yeah, so I will post many chat requests. So don't hesitate to like, comment, and share my channels. And yeah, see you soon, guys. And thank you for your time. Thank you for following me. And see you soon. Bye. Thanks. Bye bye. Stop and stop.